Oh no, the Liverpool fans.
Please, it's a Kia. It's a Kia.
Hey, what happened to your team?
I have no idea.
Red Star.
Red Star Belgrade. I had to Google it.
Oh, I Google it. Oh, Charlie. No.
It's a very serious.
That was really poor.
No, but
and we
Jurgen
need
Klopp,
to check out what's happening to Liverpool because you are not playing well this year.
Yeah, it's not been a good
Against
couple
Arsenal,
of
you were
weeks.
not convincing. Against Chelsea, you were not. Against Napoli, you were not. And now there's danger.
It's been a bad couple of weeks. I don't know
What's
to do.
happening to your team? What is wrong?
Don't worry. We'll go into the
Okay, since it's a red team, we know Manchester United are playing today. So
good morning, Manchester United fans.
They also lose. It's normal. No, that's normal.
Oh, George. My problem is why do you want to state the obvious like that?
Was clear in saying that they are looking for second spot. So first spot is Juve.
Good morning to all Manchester United fans and Juventus fans out there. Tonight's a live commentary.
Yes, live commentary. We've got Manchester United Juventus or Juventus Manchester United because Manchester United are away in Turin. That's one.
Okay.
And last night we had a blast here on the show, so there's a lot to expect later tonight as well.
And just to tell you, the after party for all the games this week is the corporate jam happening this Friday at the Soho Bar at 7 p.m. Join us. But let me say a chaotic birthday to a daughter of Apostle Abraham Esoje Jemima. Apostle Abraham Obuje, Jemima Obuje in Kaswa. As you celebrated your birthday yesterday, may you receive whatever you ask, whatever you seek, may you find, whatever you wish, may it be fulfilled on your birthday. And always in Jesus' name, happy birthday from Obiba Naneje, a chaotic birthday to you.
And of course, Sir Victor Brache is celebrating his birthday, is he?
Yes, yes, Captain Brache.
All right, Captain Brache. No, you gave him the captain. Anyway, it's fine.
Hey, he's always been the captain.
Anyway, Victor, take it like that. So let's get straight to the Sports Center,
And of course, it's brought to you by MTN. Welcome to the new world. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. FPAC blows your pain away. Multi-TV just thrills. Cowbell Gold energy for winners. Catch the chills and thrills at the grand finale of the FA Cup live at the Wembley Stadium in London. Simply book your Emirates flights from now till the 28th of February 2019 on mtn.com.gh with special promo code GHMTNCU. Play for your tickets with MTN Momo and enjoy up to a 30% discount on fares to various destinations. You could also be a part of the 3 lucky customers to win tickets to watch the grand finale of the Emirates FA Cup live in London. The more you fly, the better your chance to win. Don't miss this opportunity. Terms and conditions apply. Now, we have made the move. Yes, we moved to our new state-of-the-art head office, an edifice that embodies our continued growth, supports for our communities, our drive for innovation, and our optimism for the future. You're welcome to number 87 Independence Avenue, close to the Aqua J interchange. As we commence this chapter in our rich history from our new head office, we will continue to support the trade and investment activities of many generations of Ghanaians. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And here for sports. Coming up in the Sports Center, typical UEFA Champions League night witnessed as Liverpool was shocked by Red Star Belgrade. Now, the Reds lost 2-0 with PSG, also drawing 1-1 with Napoli.
Insigne with it, down the left-hand side, and Insigne makes it 1-1 of this game, fighting hard, and this man gets his 8th goal, yes, in 8 games. Insigne Lorenzo there with the equaliser. Napoli 1, PSG 1.
Pavkov, who's away from Wijnaldum and is running towards the edge of the penalty area and shooting brilliantly from 25 metres out beyond the reach of Alisson, and remarkably Svenez Vesda lead Liverpool by 2-0, and Milan Pavkov has got them both.
Barcelona have become the first team to qualify following the 1-1 draw with Inter Milan. More UEFA Champions League reactions to come, but first, Christine Marie, the first wife of former Ghana Football Association President Kwesi Nyantakyi, has launched a strong show of support for her husband who has suffered global shame after copping a life ban and a hefty fine by FIFA for breaching its code of ethics. The former banker believes Nyantakyi committed no crime and will be vindicated by the court of law in the country. She's surprised at critics who are twisting the knife further into Nyantakyi's throat despite the sanctions. Christine Marie spoke on Good Evening Ghana show on Metro TV.
My pain is Ghanaians should exercise patience. Kwesi is not running away.
Yeah.
He's here. If the court or if the process is found Kwesi guilty, he's available to face the consequences. Mm-hmm. But until then, the name calling, the insults, the jubilations and the celebrations that he's down, I'm begging and pleading that we should all hold our horses and wait. Time will tell. He's ready to face any consequences. But it's so painful to see a man who has served Ghana football. I'm not saying whatever he did was right. I'm not here to say he's right or wrong. What I'm saying is that this is a man who has spent 13 years of his life serving Ghana football.
But you believe that he made some mistakes in this matter?
He made some mistakes. The account says, the one who goes fetching water breaks the pot. Mm-hmm. Okay, so in doing his work or in performing his duty, he has made a mistake. Fine. There are rules, there are regulations, there are procedures to find him guilty or not guilty. Why can't we all wait for that thing to be done than to for people to try him in public and say all sorts of things as if he has committed murder or treasonable offense?
Well, Christine adds that their two kids at the Ghana International School have suffered abuses and taunts from their mates.
I remember the day those so-called announcements came, arrested or whatever they put it. I went and picked my last girl from school, and she ran to me and said, "Mommy," I think the following day, she told me, somebody told me that, "Chumwa, do you know that your father is going to jail?" That, "Mommy, is it true that Daddy is going to jail?" And she started crying. So I hugged her and I told her, "Daddy is not going to jail." And even just last week, Thursday, she said during break time, somebody told you, pushed her. He said, "Why are you pushing me?" He said, "Do you know that your father is in trouble?" So they've gone through a lot. But I'm so grateful to Dr. Mary Shan, the principal of GIS. She called me together with the counselor, and then they offered support. For about 3 or 4 days, they couldn't go to school.
Oh, you didn't send them to school?
At all.
Away from that, the Black Queens will take on Kenya in their second trial game this afternoon at the Kasarani Stadium. The game forms part of the team's preparations for the African Women's Championship, which kicks off next week here in Ghana. More on women's football, and the Black Maidens lost 2-1 to Cameroon in the cooperation training match played at the Atletico Sorocaba in Brazil. Now, Namanga, Marie and Alice Kameni scored for the Cameroonians, while Susie Dedete scored Ghana's only goal. Black Maidens skipper Mukarama Abdullahi was disappointed with the result.
I was disappointed because we were using this match as our training tour, but since we came to Brazil for the tour, so I was expecting win, not for us to lose. So I was disappointed, and we have learned a lot from it. So I was disappointed, although, but we did our best.
The Ghana Football Association Normalization Committee has stated that they will need an amount of 7.2 million Ghana cedis to run its programs within the 6-month mandate. Now, the 4-member committee disclosed this at a meeting with the Parliamentary Select Committee on Sports, Youth and Culture. Here's the chairman of the committee, Honorable Alexa Jekum.
Said that for all these activities that they want to roll out, they have in plan going to organize a tournament that will involve all the levels, the league levels, from Division 1 right down to the Premier. They will organize it and pay the activities that they want to do until maybe they finally submit their destiny. They will need 7.2 billion. And then we asked, where are you going to get the money? They said they expect some to come from corporate bodies, institutions, individuals, government, etc. So that is it. That's correct.
Champions League next, and in our commentary game last night, Lorenzo Insigne equalized with a penalty against Paris Saint-Germain to send Napoli top of Group C.
Pass to Neymar. Neymar keeps that just on that side. Lovely chip pass into Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe just inside the penalty box, turns around. Yami Simon lays in a very, very good cross, and that's the goal coming in. And guess who got that? Bernat, the young Spaniard, hits that ball deep into it, and Paris Saint-Germain lead by 1-0. What build-up, really, on an away territory. Paris Saint-Germain, the French Giants, lead by 1-0. Insigne up against Buffon, who has been a one-man barricade so far in this game. Takes a few paces. Insigne with it, down the left-hand side, and Insigne makes it 1-1 of this game. Fighting hard, and this man gets his 8th goal, yes, in 8 games. Insigne Lorenzo there with the equalizer. Napoli 1, PSG 1.
Very interesting group because we know Liverpool lost to Red Star Belgrade. Manager Jurgen Klopp says Liverpool struggled to find their mojo there. Victory would have taken Liverpool 3 points clear at the top of Group C, but they dropped to second following Napoli's draw there with Paris Saint-Germain. But Klopp is hoping that they can right all the wrongs in the next game.
I think it made sense to make a few changes, a few we had to make and a few we wanted to. At the end, it's then easy to say that didn't work out. In the game we lost it because every 1-0 up, 2-0 up, that's it then. And not in general. I don't say it's already serious if you lose twice or 2 times. But of course we have to make sure that will not happen again. So otherwise it will be difficult because the next game is already an away game again. We have to make sure in Paris that it.
Yeah, they know they have a very difficult game out there to Paris Saint-Germain. But we can talk about Tottenham Hotspurs. Their manager Mauricio Pochettino believes Tottenham can qualify for the Champions League knockout stage after coming back from the brink of elimination during the win against PSV. They won that by 2-1. Spanish champions Barcelona reached the knockout phase, and they did that really after drawing 1-1 with Inter Milan. There's more to come there. Thierry Henry's Monaco are out of the Champions League after they were thrashed by Club Brugge. The defeat was the Ligue 1's heaviest in the competition and leaves them with 1 point from 4 matches. Certainly down and out. In other games, Atletico Madrid were 2-0 winners over Borussia Dortmund. FC Porto beat Lokomotiv Moscow 4-1 there. Schalke recorded a 2-0 victory over Galatasaray. Now there's more action to come tonight, and our featured game is Juventus up against Manchester United in Turin with build-up at 7:45 p.m. on your slate. Joy 99.7 FM. You know what? We have to talk about Manchester United. They've got a very, very difficult mountain to climb. Juventus are top of Champions League Group H with 3 wins from 3. They also lead Serie A by 6 points after recording a record-breaking start to the campaign, winning their first 10 matches in our competition. United boss Jose Mourinho is aware of the challenge ahead.
It's a big match, and it's big enough for not to think about what next. It's big enough to think just about the match against Juventus. It's not a crucial match for us. I think independent of the result, our next 2 matches against Young Boys and Valencia are the matches that are going to define the qualification in the second position.
Well, Ike Gundogan, of course, Nicolas Otamendi are included in Manchester City's squad for tonight's game against Shakhtar Donetsk, and it's a good time to hear from their manager Pep Guardiola.
Good morning. Every game is important, and you have to evaluate. The most important game will be Shakhtar. First, because the first one. It's the next one. Second, because it's a final. You have a big chance. It's not easy to win the third and the fourth game in the same opponent in the short time of period between both games. Since I started to play the Champions League 10 seasons ago, or 10 years ago, every season is tougher. The teams are stronger, more well prepared, and go away, it doesn't matter the league, the opponent always is tough.
In other games to be monitored on European nights on Joy, with build-up from 7:45 p.m. Well, holders Real Madrid will play Victoria Pilsen. Struggling German giants Bayern Munich face AEK Athens. Roma away to CSKA Moscow, and Valencia will welcome Young Boys with Lyon facing Hoffenheim. So you hope that the disappointment of Liverpool don't follow you. Manchester United fans, it really looks like your coach has thrown in the towel. It feels
at least
like
for this game,
he's thinking about the other games and not this
exactly.
one.
But it's a strategic move to make.
But the point is, Juve need this win to qualify. So they also want to do it. They'll beat them. Whether you think you are good enough or not, Juve want to do the job. So tonight, let's see what happens as we keep an eye on the others. Last night, only Barcelona qualified. Yeah, sure. That's it then. 7:45.
Tonight,
so the strongest
yes,
will be on till 7:40.
Right till 7:40, and then 7:45 we'll take over.
Yes,
all right, then remember the after party to all the games is happening this Friday at the Soho Bar when we have Corporate Jam. We're going to take these important messages, and then we'll take the Stanbic Bank Money Tip, and then we groove. Stay with us. This is the Super Morning Show.
In this part of the world, we rise early.